ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big consumed with football. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday the 13th. A very pleasant, a little chilly day today in store for you folks. Hopefully you are set for a nice day and have a ton of weekend plans for you. As I can give you some here, I'm going to give you a ton of stuff going on over the weekend here in just a minute. This is our weekly Take the Point show. Now you're saying, Bruce, you've been all by yourself for the last 3 shows. What gives? What gives? Where's Lucas? Where's Wheeze? Where's Luke? Where's Jamie? Well, I'm kind of having to do these in hours that are off hours for those guys to be able to get in here because of all the basketball that we have going on. And I'm going to talk about some of that here directly. But my heavens, are we loaded up with basketball here at Wabash Catch TV. And we appreciate all you folks tuning in all over the area, all over the country, all over the world to watch the Catch TV basketball, and we wouldn't do it without you folks. And that's kind of the thing today. This is the Friday morning show, and I'm having to shoot it early on Wednesday because there are just so many things going on here around this neighborhood. I can't get the guys in here. I'll get them in here next week. We'll try to have a great big old blowout show, big end of year party in here. That's what I'll bring chips maybe or something like that. That might be able to get the fellas in. But what is going on in and around your neighborhood today? Some community events to tell you about this afternoon. Well, I'll tell you about this morning. Chris Kindle Market is going on over at Library Park in Flora. The Chris Kindle Market will open today at 5 o'clock with craft vendors and food vendors. There's going to be ice skating at the library. City Hall parking lot from the library/City Hall parking lot from 5 to 9 p.m. It's $5 a person to go ice skating. Santa now, all right, I will warn you now. I'm telling people where Santa is for a few places this weekend. Santa's magic. Santa can go all over the place, kids. If you're watching this, he may be able to sneak to one place to another very quickly. Just keep that in mind if you know how to read a map. The Chris Kindle Market opened again today from 5 until, at 5 o'clock. Santa's going to be in his house from 6 till 8 p.m. tonight. Also going to be fire pits available. Going to need them tonight. Christmas music, well, they're going to be playing that Saturday at the Chris Kindle Market. They're going to start with breakfast with Santa at the Outpost. That's going to be at 8 a.m. You know where the Outpost is, right there on North Avenue, right downtown. Tickets are available at the Outpost or the Chamber office. Chris Kindle Market and ice skating will begin at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Santa, his reindeer, as well as the Grinch will be there from 10 until noon. So keep that in mind. Ice skating as well on Sunday from 1 to 5. And a new event this year is going to be Story Time with Mrs. Claus. I believe that's at 3 p.m. on Saturday. What else is going on? Up at the Full Armor Academy on Friday afternoon, they are collecting items to be taken to the Western North Carolina area for Christmas. This is the real nice deal. As those folks, you saw the hurricanes. Helene came in, and what was the other one's name? I can't remember. The hurricanes that came in. Students are asking for toys of all ages, as well as coats, hats, and gloves, not cats, hygiene items, and maybe monetary donations to help these folks out. The school has drop-off locations at the Xenia Fire Department, the Flora Chiropractic Clinic, the Orchardville Church, the Clay County Hospital, Power and Grace Tumbling in Flora, and the New Beginnings and Flora Methodist Churches in Flora. Monetary donations also being taken that will be turned into gift cards to give to the residents of that hurricane in western North Carolina. Donations will be accepted until today. So make sure you take care of that. What else going on? Mommy and Me is taking place this morning at the Flora Public Library right after this show ends at 10 o'clock. This morning it'll be Mommy and Me. As the theme this month is Christmas time is here. I didn't switch over to my Christmas music. Now I feel terrible. I'm going to have to switch over. Families will hear stories about Christmas, maybe make a craft. I'm not going to switch. I like rocket power. And also have playtime with friends. This free program is sponsored by the Flora Public Library for children aged birth through 5. So, and their caregivers, of course. You don't need a library card to attend, so just go ahead and do that. I've told you the last couple of weeks about up in Effingham, the Effingham Animal Rescue Sanctuary, Ears, Tinsel and Tails. It's going on again tonight and tomorrow night from 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock. The holiday event at the Cardinal Golf Course takes patrons on a short golf cart ride to enjoy festive light exhibits, sip on hot chocolate, roast s'mores, maybe get in plenty of snuggles by the fire pit. There you go. There's nothing says Santa like snuggles. Nothing says... I can't do it. Nothing says Jesus' birth like snuggles by the fire pit. That's exactly right. Tinsel and Tails. Again, it's open every Friday from Friday and Saturday night from now through the December 28th. Your business, and this is put on by businesses. They have all kinds of lives. Also helps the life-saving efforts of the Ears Effingham Animal Rescue Sanctuary. What else is going on? This is in Watson, and this sounds pretty cool. I don't know exactly what it is, but it sounds like a lot of fun at the Freckled Pony Farm in Watson. Actually, it's not in Watson. It's just across the interstate from Watson, 100650 East 700th Avenue. I think you turn south out of Watson, and then you cross the interstate, and then you head back north, and it's right there. There'll be signs. Visit Santa and his furry friends from 5 o'clock till 8 o'clock tonight. Now, this is $10 a piece, age 2 and up, but you get hot chocolate by the campfire. You get to make an ornament. You get a hayride. You get to shop the vendor booths. You get to eat at the food truck, as well as games, corn pit, Christmas tattoos, and more. So play with the ponies. You'll be able to play with the ponies. I'm certain that hayride, that's going to be pulled. That's a pony hayride for sure. That will be a lot of fun. What else going on this weekend? Tomorrow. Now, I told you we're going to be having Santa going all over the place. Santa's magic. Remember, kids, Santa is magic. He can be all over the place. As the Jeff Ruritan Club, it's the Santa's visit to the Jeff Ruritan Club. He'll be stopping by from 2 to 4 p.m. tomorrow. Now, it's a big day at the Jeff Ruritan Club because they're going to have breakfast first at 7 to 9. 7 to 9, their monthly breakfast. It's an all-you-can-eat breakfast with the cost by donation. And then there'll be cookies and hot chocolate from 2 to 4 with Santa Claus. So that sounds good. What else is going on? Over in Bluford, the Bluford Ruritans annual chili supper. Now, this is at the Bluford Grade School. It's in the middle gym. I think that's the new grade school. So yeah, it's gorgeous. If you haven't been in the new gym at Bluford, you need to go and see it anyway. This will be from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. They're going to start serving food at 4 o'clock. The auction will start around 6. It's a perfect opportunity to finish Christmas shopping, as they're going to have all kinds of stuff, including the food of chili, vegetable soup, potato soup, chicken noodle soup, hot dogs, chili dogs, nachos and cheese, coffee, sodas, bottled water. All you want will be at the Bluford Ruritan annual chili supper. How about, I got to tell you, we've talked a lot about food. you talk that much about food, you better walk something off. Now, I'm not certain this will help, but it's a cookie walk. The cookie walk from 8 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. over at the Salem Lutheran Church. The youth of Salem Lutheran are hosting their annual cookie walk to help raise funds so that they can attend their National Youth Gathering in July of 2025. It'll be in New Orleans. The cost of the cookies, $7 a pound. Come get your Christmas cookies. This is a wonderful opportunity to send those kids down to New Orleans. You know they're going to have fun and learn a lot. If I got to tell you, they're going to New Orleans. I'm certain they'll be well chaperoned because New Orleans is a fun town to do anything. There's a lot of stuff going on in New Orleans. What else is going on here on this beautiful weekend on Saturday? I've got another page and a half of stuff here. Elf on a Shelf. This is over in Salem at the Brian Bennett Library on Saturday. Elf on the Shelf returns to the library. Visitors of any age can enter a drawing for their own Elf on a Shelf and accessories after locating one of two elves hiding in the children's area. Entry slips will be available at the main desk. They should be placed in the red and white box at the desk, and two winners will be chosen to get their own Elf on a Shelf. I gotta tell you, I got no idea what Elf on a Shelf is, other than I think it's got a camera in it or something, right? Maybe I don't know. Is that how Santa Claus finds out the stuff, gets to make his list? I'm not sure. What else is going on? Also at the Brian Bennett Library, Santa at the library from 10 a.m. till noon on Saturday. Girls and boys they'll make bookmarks as well as decorate a card, make a snowman bottle craft, as well as make a bag of hot cocoa and a cocoa mix to take home while waiting to talk with Santa. Yay, that's fun. Caregivers can use their own cameras, take photos of Santa. Each child will receive a gift bag along with a new book after talking with Santa. No registration or fee to attend. The program is designed for children 5th grade and under, and it's paid for by the Friends of the Brian Bennett Library over in Salem. What a nice deal. One more. I've got another Santa thing. Another library with Santa up in Effingham. It'll be from 11 a.m. till noon. Stories with Santa. Join the teachers of the Illinois Reading Council with Santa Claus for special tales about Christmas and winter during the Stories with Santa. It'll be at the Suzette Brumleve Memorial Effingham Library. You can also decorate a gingerbread man ornament with help from members of the library's Teen Advisory Board after you visit with Santa. No registration needed. Expected to last about an hour, and you'll have a ton of fun. One other thing to tell you about at Tuscan Hills Winery on Saturday night at 6:30. This is almost a terrible thing to say. We've already had all the Santa visits, right? Santa's meeting with all the kids and stuff on Saturday. Close your ears, children. At 6:30 p.m., the 3-course meal while you witness a hilarious night of comedy, Yuletide Homicide at the Tuscan Hills Winery up in Effingham. Again, that's at 6:30. The actors will give the audience an opportunity to play a part in the script, as well as to do a little improv maybe along the way. It'll be a fun time at the Yuletide Homicide there at Tuscan Hills. What else going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Salesperson Day today on the second Friday in December each year. Now, this always falls, they did this on purpose. They placed this in the middle of the holiday shopping season. National Salesperson Day recognizes the personnel who make sure the products keep flying off the shelves and then restocking them. This day honors the value and dedication of the professional salesperson and the hard work that they perform. So it's another one for me, right? Well, it's not all I do, but it's part of my job as a salesperson. So that's cool. Thank you so much, folks, for recognizing me here on National Salesperson Day. Let's see. Sales personnel are especially busy this time of year. Who started this? Maura Schreier Fleming, president of Best Selling, founded National Salesperson Day back in March of 2000, and back in 2010 the observance moved to December. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense to have that in December, doesn't it? I mean, these poor people who have to work in, like, I've got friends and relatives who work in the big boxes as well as the small stores, and it can be trying in December. It can be trying. What else is going on here on December 13th? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the National Day of the Horse. This encourages folks to be mindful of the contribution of horses to the economy, the history, and the character of the United States. The domesticated horse, as we know it today, was introduced into North America by Spanish explorers. Escaped horses eventually spread across the Great Plains. And interestingly, there is a debate about the origin of the horse. Recent genetic studies of the ancient horse called Equus lami suggest that it's the equivalent of the modern domesticated horse, and it populated North America back 11,000 years ago, but then died out. The North American horse anthropologically has contributed significantly to advancement of civilization in North America. They led the way westward and into battle. In North America, the legendary horse is embedded in our culture as well as the roots of our country. So how to observe it? Read your favorite book about horses, maybe The Red Pony or by John Steinbeck, or maybe Black Beauty's a great book. National Velvet is a good book. Yeah, you talk about National Velvet, and I'm reminded, and I feel bad about the fact that I think about the National Day of the Horse. When I think about horses, 80% of the time I'm thinking about, probably not 80, 40 or 50% of the time I'm thinking of horse racing. But they are beautiful animals. That is certainly. This National Day started 20 years ago, back in 2004. United States Senate Resolution 452 recognized December 13th as the National Day of the Horse. How many bones does a horse have? Almost as many as humans. Horses have 205 bones in their body compared to the 206 in the human body. The horses have 54 in their spinal column, while the humans have just 33. What was the first horse? The earliest recorded member of the horse family was named Eohippus 55 million years ago. And is the horse, this is a good question, is the horse related to the hippopotamus? Despite the name Eohippus, the horse is not related to the hippo. It is, however, related to zebras, donkeys, and plenty of other stuff. So there you go. Happy National Horse Day. One more to tell you about. You got to have a food holiday, right? How about National Cocoa Day? This is perfect for this time of year. National Cocoa Day on December 13th ushers in a celebration worthy of the winter holidays. What better way to warm up after a cold day outside? The Mayans are credited with creating the first chocolate beverage around 2,000 years ago. Culturally, cocoa became an essential part of Aztec civilization by 600 years ago, and after the drink found its way to Mexico through the New World, Europeans popularized the chocolate drink. Until the 19th century, drinkers used hot chocolate medicinally to treat ailments until they decided to use it as good drinking and ways to stay warm. What are some of the health benefits? Cocoa contains significant amounts of antioxidants, may help prevent cancer. Also shown that the cocoa bean helps with digestion. The flavonoids found in cocoa have a positive effect on arterial health. That's good to know. Can you use hot cocoa mix to make a dessert? Of course. People throw it on ice cream anyway, and that's a wonderful way to eat ice cream. What other beverages can you use cocoa mix in? Drop a little bit in coffee. There you go. Would that be a mocha then, I guess? I guess it would. What's on sports today? What do you see on television? High school basketball tonight. I'll be in South Central, or in Farina. The South Central Cougars hosting the Altamont Indians. That'll be at 6 o'clock, channel 100. Also, NBA basketball tonight on the FanDuel Network. The Pacers are at the Sixers, and that's at 6. At 7, it's Charlotte at Chicago. NCAA basketball tonight. The Hoosiers are at Nebraska. That's on Fox Network Television. There you go. And NCAA football tonight. It's the BCS, the underbelt, the underlayer, the quarterfinal. Idaho is at Montana State. That's on ESPN channel 360. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back after these. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Here's the point of the show, folks. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our weekly Take the Points show, and just me today, as you can see. The other hole is empty. But thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, did you see that ad there, the commercial there for Briscoe Sales and Service? They have their new calendars out for 2025. Get down there and say hi to Brad. Tell him Bruce said hello as well. And by golly, you'll always know what day it is. That's one of the best calendars you can find. It's got it tells you what the weather's going to be. It tells you the phases of the moon and all kinds of fun stuff. Good calendar. And Brad will help you out down there at Briscoe. What is going on right now? This is usually the time of day when I tell you about high school basketball or high school sports, high school football, high school basketball. let me first go through the slides I've got. Last Friday night, you'll recall North Clay hosted Effingham St. Anthony, and St. Anthony got the win. They even with the win, they dropped one spot to fifth place in the Nesto Hoops rankings. Woodlawn is in at number 25, which I've seen them play. I'm kind of surprised by that. They're really young. Waltonville at number 3. They defeated Fairfield at Fairfield over the weekend, so that's kind of understandable. This was, by the way, this is before Tuesday night's games is when this. Also really cool down there at 24. Dietrich is in, and they will play. They're playing at Effingham St. Anthony, I think, in a week. So keep that one in mind as you're making your plans to go to games. We won't be shooting that one. Effingham St. Anthony, we're not in that gym yet. We'd love to be in there, but we're not in there yet. What's in Class 2A? I tell you what, Columbia and Benton are up there at the top. The Peoria Manual is outstanding as well. And then you look down, Belleville Altoff is in 2A, even though they're in 1A in football. They are boosted up there by having success over the past years. Carlisle won the Carlisle tournament. They're number 9. They defeated number 15, Pinckneyville, last weekend in that tournament. So congratulations to the Carlisle Indians. As well as you've got Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville took second place in their own tournament. And how about St. Joe Ogden down there in the top 25? That's a pretty good listing right there of local and non-local teams. Class 3A. You're going all the way down before you really hit Southern Illinois. I guess people count Mount Zion. Well, Mount Zion, Southern Illinois, but Peoria at number 3. You got Mount Zion at number 4, and then it's all the way down to Centralia. Centralia took a loss this week, and East St. Louis down there hanging on at number 25, even though Centralia beat them last week. By about 15 or something like that. And then Class 4A, I'm just showing you that because just to kind of tell you the first place under, well, you got Quincy, they're south of I-80. Moline is on I-80, and then all the way down to Normal before you start getting back under I-80. And Quincy is a good team. Those teams are really, really solid. They're at the top of that. I'm telling you all that to tell you this. For the first time ever, Catch TV, right where you're watching, Wabash Catch TV, will be shooting the 70th, count them, 70th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. It's a great tournament. North Clay plays in it. Of the teams that we follow, North Clay's in it, Sisney's in it, Edwards County's in it, and Wayne City is in it. We've been looking forward to, we're now in the Wayne City Gymnasium, so we're going to be shooting it. Here is just kind of a quick look. Well, here's the look at the entire tournament over the course. We're not doing any games on Saturday. There on Monday, we're doing the game 7 and 8. Sandoval versus North Clay, Sisney versus Weber. And then on Tuesday, game 9 and 11, which is, that would be Edwards County versus Sisney, Wayne City versus Sandoval. 2 on Wednesday night. We're doing 2 games basically every night of the week next week. And then Saturday, I'll give you kind of a picture of what it looks like we're doing. Zoom in there, get focused. It's kind of difficult to focus. Well, you're not going to read that. But everyone that's highlighted, those are the teams that we are shooting over at that tournament. It's an outstanding tournament. Pool A plays the winners of the winners in Pool A, or play whatever place they are in Pool A, play the whatever they place they are in Pool B next Saturday. And we'll be there all day long for the teams that we're covering, which, as I say, Sisney, Edwards County, North Clay, and Wayne City. We are going to have a ton of fun. You are going to have, I'm telling you what, if you haven't seen the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament, you are missing out. I have been covering this tournament. I covered this tournament for 20 years. What would it be? Yeah, 22, 23 years until we left Fairfield. And since we've come here, I've been hoping. We've been working to get into Wayne City High School. We're finally into Wayne City High School, and we cannot wait to bring the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament to you. Again, here's what it looks like. Who knows what we'll be covering next Saturday the 21st. We're not covering anything Saturday the 14th, but keep in mind Saturday the 21st. Well, next Friday should be able to give you a little bit more information about that, but we'll keep all that coming. It's a lot of fun. Check in at 5:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30 each night. I'm going to be over there every night until about 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And along with our crew, we couldn't look forward to it more. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back with college stuff right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Sorry about that. I was looking at the games coming up this week. As college football season, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost over. The only things left are bowl seasons as well as the playoffs and college football championship. About 40 games still to go, and it's depressing, but it's also just mind-blowingly fun coming up over the next 2 or 3 weeks. As bowl season, even though there is one game remaining in the regular season, which takes place Saturday afternoon, Army and Navy playing their game. I think they're in D.C. this year. Even though there is that one game remaining, there is a bowl game also on Saturday. The first bowl game of the year starts Saturday, and I've got. I told you Jason Kirk does the watch grid over the course of the season, and he's already done the full-on bowl watch grid. I'll flash you the whole thing here, but it starts. Here's the first week. Now, these are the games after Tuesday. When you see the Tuesday games, those are bowl games, and I'll tell you a little bit about them. But Friday night, I mentioned it a little bit ago. That's a quarterfinal game in the BCS division. So Idaho, Montana. Also, the quarterfinals over there are Incarnate versus Dakota. I believe that is North Dakota State. And then you also have several others. But the one to watch is the Army-Navy game there at 3 o'clock. Or 2 o'clock our time on Saturday afternoon. And then you get into bowl games starting in earnest, other than he didn't put the Salute to Veterans Bowl. South Alabama versus Western Michigan. That is, he forgot it. Did he forget that? Yeah, I think he forgot it. But that's played on Saturday as well. South Alabama, I don't see it. But then you get to Tuesday, you've got Memphis and West Virginia, and that's the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I love the names of bowls. I used to be a traditionalist, and I thought, we need the Rose Bowl or the Peach Bowl. There's no need don't need to mess up the Sarsaparilla Bowl or whatever kinds of bowl games with the names of companies. No. That makes it a lot more fun, because when you put the names of the companies in there, that's when you get the fun things involved with the bowl. For instance, the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I don't know, they might be dumping coffee beans all over the champion. I do know Illinois is in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, and that is, well, I'll get you up there too. That's on Tuesday, December 31st at 2 o'clock. That's against South Carolina, as you see there. But Illinois is in that. Whenever Brett Bielema and the Illini win that game, they're going to toss a Gatorade cooler full of Cheez-Its on top of the winning coach. So that's just good, clean fun. How about the Mayo Bowl, the Duke's Mayo? Duke's Mayo Bowl, they throw a Gatorade cooler of mayonnaise, 5 gallons or more of mayonnaise thrown on the winning coach, and they make a big deal out of it. That's just fun. Who's kidding who? That's just fun. Taking a look at some of these other ones upcoming. We're going to talk more about the later ones next week, that's for sure. But again, the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl is that Memphis game, and that is on Tuesday, Memphis and West Virginia. Then you've got Western Kentucky and James Madison playing in the Boca Raton Bowl. All it is basically is a commercial for Boca Raton. I don't even think the bowl game takes place in Boca Raton. I think it's like it might be in Miami or something like that. But it's basically an advertisement for Boca Raton. How about the Cal versus UNLV? Cal versus UNLV. That's the 8 o'clock game there on Wednesday. That's the LA Bowl presented by Gronk. Rob Gronkowski has his own bowl game. How fun is that? Jimmy Kimmel used to have one. Snoop Dogg has a bowl game this year. If you could buy a bowl game, it's just how much cool? How much cooler can you be other than to buy a bowl game? What are we doing for college football picks this week? Well, folks, there are, like I showed you, there is one game going on. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention, I probably should mention, there's the official bracket for the college football, the CFP playoffs. That's going to start next weekend. We'll get to that next week, and we'll talk quite a bit about that whenever Lucas and Weeze or Jamie or whoever can make it in next week. But we'll talk quite a bit more about that next week. But with that Army-Navy game, what do you want to bet on? I can tell you right now, and I will tell you right now, that Lucas, Jamie, and Bruce are all on Army minus 6.5. Army's favored by 6.5 points over Navy, We've all taken Army. Bryson Daly is the quarterback for the Army, for Army Black Knights. And he looks healthy again. I thought he was hurt. He showed last week in that championship game, conference championship game. He is not hurt, and it'll be Army Navy. So we're all taking Army, except Weeze isn't taking a side. Weeze is going on the under. Did you know this game between Army and Navy has gone under 16 out of the last 17 years, I think. It's either 16 out of 17 or 17 out of 18. Goes under. Weather's not going to be bad this week. And the over-under is only 38.5. God bless Weeze getting out on that limb that's hit 17 out of 18 times. This year might be the year that it changes because Army is that good. You're watching Big Talk. We're going to come back talk NFL right after this. Stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk. And first, thinking here on this gorgeous. Even my hair looks gorgeous on this gorgeous Friday morning, Friday the 13th. Don't worry about suspicions and such. It just doesn't exist. It's Friday the 13th. We usually have them 2 or 3 times a year. Just one, maybe 2 times, 1, 2, 3 times a year. It varies. Who knows? But yeah, go out and have some fun. It's Friday the 13th. Have a good time today. How about the NFL? Have you been watching recently? I tell you what, what a legendary game for Josh Allen in a loss last week at Los Angeles. The Buffalo Bills losing by 2. Josh Allen responsible for all 6 of the touchdowns for the Bills. 3 throwing, 3 running. That is incredible, especially if he's on your fantasy football team, which he is. How about that? I've got Josh Allen. That kind of helps things out a lot as I'm going into the playoffs. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't care. That's why we don't talk about fantasy football on this show. You don't care about anybody else's fantasy football except your own. That's fine. That's cool. I don't think I could be able to help you out much anyway. But here's what the AFC looks like. You see the Bills have clinched their division. The Chiefs have now clinched their division. They're the only 2 teams in the AFC that have clinched playoff spots. However, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams have been knocked out of playoff contention. That means that there are only 10 teams remaining in playoff contention. So 3 teams still to get knocked out. You figure the Bengals are going to go soon, and in between that, you've got the Colts are struggling. It depends what happens to Houston. You figure the Bengals and Colts go out in the next week or two, and then it'll be all down between Miami and Denver and the Chargers and the Ravens for the final spots in the AFC. How about the NFC? Taking a look, you see the Eagles have clinched they have clinched a playoff spot, as have the Detroit Lions. Nothing has been decided down there in the South or the West, and only one team has been eliminated, the lowly New York Giants. You got to figure the Panthers are coming up pretty soon. But that's all going into this. We are finally through the buys. No more buys remaining. Everybody is playing every weekend here through the end of the season. We got 4 weeks in a row, still with every team playing. And what do we decide there? 8 teams still in it. Here are the games for this weekend. You have the Rams and Niners there playing Thursday night. Again, I'm shooting this on Wednesday afternoon, so we don't have a Thursday night final yet. So that's why I'm showing you that. Nothing really. No lines here jump out to me, other than there were a few changes as the Chiefs opened 5.5. A 5.5 point favorite against the Browns. That's moved down to 4. So the Browns getting a lot of money in that Chiefs Browns matchup. And then you look at here at the Ravens and Giants. That opened at 13.5. Ravens have moved up to 16. That is a huge, maybe as a road favorite, 16-point road favorite. You know why? Because the Giants stink on ice and there isn't much getting any better. The Giants are having about as bad a year as you can go through. But they haven't fired their coach. They haven't fired their general manager. Will they stay with them? Who knows? How about the other games, the final 6 games? The interesting thing about this, 2 games on Monday night again. I don't know why the NFL is doing that, but the Bears play the Vikings on Monday night, and the Falcons play the Raiders on Monday night. Pick one and move on with that. But that's how they have it. That's how they have it set up. Probably the best game of the weekend. We already talked about Josh Allen, but the Bills are going to Detroit. That looks like just a heck of a football game. What are the guys? What are we picking? Well, I can tell you that now, as you know, we usually only pick 2 NFL games per person per week. So we have 8 games typically picked per week. But now that college football is, for the most part, the regular season is over, we'll probably pick bowl games through the rest of the season. But for the next couple of weeks or for a little bit, we're going to pick more NFL games than ever before. We've got 16 different bets, and they are not all the same. Some are against each other. As I take a look here, Weeze has the Panthers versus the Cowboys. Panthers getting 2.5 points against the Cowboys, and that is at Carolina. I'm kind of surprised the Panthers are getting that many points, but the Cowboys have not been very good. He's also taken the Dolphins +3 against the Texans. Dolphins at home, or probably that's at Houston. That's kind of an upset pick. Dolphins playing pretty solid football right now, even though they are just 6-7 on the season. He's got the Niners -2.5 on Thursday night against the Rams. Niners are still kind of beat up, and their a replacement for Christian McCaffrey is hurt as well, has a foot issue. So I don't know about that one. He's got the Jags plus 3.5 versus the Jets. Really, I'm not the guy to be complaining much because, although, let's see, what did Weeze do last week in the pros? Weeze was 1 for 2 last week in the pros. I was 1 for 2 last week in the pros as well. And this week I've got the Texans against the Dolphins going directly against Weeze. I've already bet that. I've got the Bengals -5 against the Titans, and I'm picking a road favorite. I feel terrible about it, but I just don't like the Titans. Bengals can score and the Titans can't score. Broncos, I've got the Broncos -4 against the Colts, directly opposite of what Jamie's doing. He's got the Colts against the Broncos. And also I've got Seahawks at home against the Packers. Seahawks are a 2.5 point dog against the Packers. Packers are good, but they're not that good. That's why I went. What the other two do? Jamie, he's got the Chiefs against the Browns, the Jags against the Jets. Like I said, he likes the Colts against the Broncos, and he's got the Lions and Bills game. He's got that one over 54.5. And finally, Lucas is betting that Pittsburgh covers against Philadelphia. It's at Philadelphia. Pittsburgh's getting 5.5 points. Lucas is all over Pittsburgh there. He's also got the Giants. He bet it when it's 15.5. It's 16.5 now, or 16 now, Lucas. He's got the Giants. He's taking the Giants as the dog at home against Baltimore. He's taking Miami, Houston over. Well, here, just let you take a look at it down there on the bottom. He's got 16.5 on the Giants. Nice get. Miami and Houston over 46.5, and he's taking the Chargers -3 against Tampa Bay. And there you see all of our college football and pro football picks for this week. Looking back, last week we didn't do too badly. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 16, right? No, 8 out of 15. So that's not 8 out of 16, right? Oh, we do 20 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 20. Oops. That's why we're down back. We were almost even going into last week. Now we're about half a dozen games under 500. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We've got enough games. We are going to, by golly, we are going to get to 500 in the NFL and in college football. It's going to happen. I'm not going to bet on it, though. We'll come back, talk a little bit college basketball, pro basketball to wrap things up. Here on Dick Talk from Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Song ended right as I was getting into it. I feel bad about that. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have you been watching the NBA tournament, the NBA Cup? That is, I tell you what, I think it's a wonderful event that kind of sets. It kind of sets up some good meaning to games in December and in late November. As there were six different groups of five that had their basically a round robin, and that set up who went to the finals. They took two wild card teams along with the six winners of each of those groups. And here's kind of who here. Well, let's see. Let's go to this one. This was the first quarterfinals were last night, as it is a playoffs style, but only one game playoff. You had Oklahoma City. They beat the Mavericks last night, as Oklahoma City just really shut down the Mavericks on Tuesday night, pardon me. And then the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Orlando Magic last night. Orlando's a good team. These are all the really good teams. The only one here that that you would kind of hope to see making their trip to Las Vegas would be somebody like the Celtics. On Wednesday night, the Warriors play the Rockets and the Knicks play the Hawks. Now, then the winners of those games will play Saturday night in the semifinals. I believe they're both played Saturday night in Vegas. The Bucks will play the winner of the Knicks and Hawks. The Thunder will play the winner of the Rockets and the Warriors, and then you get down to the championship game, and that is. Both those semifinals are on Saturday, and then the championship game is Tuesday, right? Is that what the 17th is? Yeah. Tuesday is the 17th. So the number one seeds won it last night, and what will the higher seeds do tonight? It just kind of tries to give an NCAA feel to the NBA, because folks love the entire month of March and now early April, the NCAA tournament. That's basically what that's all about. So I actually, if I had to make a pick there, I am not going on a big limb picking Giannis's team, but Oklahoma City. I think Milwaukee beats Oklahoma City in the final, but that's not any big gigantic leap there, is it? I talked about people liking the NCAA. We're still 4 months away from the tournament. That's the thing. This is such a long season, but you can. It's never too early to take a look at some spreadsheets. Now, this is Ken Palm as of games through Tuesday night. Games through Tuesday night on the Ken Palm. Illinois, they won last night, so they're number 15. You wonder where Wisconsin is. Wisconsin is no longer in the Ken Palm top 25. They are like number 35 now. You take a look at that, and you wonder, well, how Bruce, Mr. Smarty Pants, where's Northwestern? How come Northwestern beat Illinois? Where are they on that? Well, Northwestern's actually around 55 or something like that. It's not a good loss. I mean, you can't put it any other way. That was a terrible loss last Friday night for Illinois in Evanston. That's a bad loss, but it's a long season. As Tennessee plays at Illinois tomorrow. Now that net rating there tells you how much better Tennessee is. 31 points better, basically, than the mean. So based on that, Tennessee should be a 9-point favorite going into Illinois on Saturday. Now, but it's at Illinois, so you're going to have all kinds of home court advantage taking effect and all kinds of different stuff like that. I just love getting into the numbers of it, and I'm just showing you that basically, folks, to tell you Numbers start early. Pay attention to the numbers. It's good, clean fun. Whenever you find some number that seems off, that might be where you step in and lay a wager. Good luck to you. Who knows? Folks, best of luck to you all weekend long. Enjoy the holiday season, and we'll see you all next week. Have a great day.